we look at this volume of the stock volume today was 1,468,820 shares traded hands. And that is amazing because this stock generally moves 7 million shares, $7,337.48 to be exact. So you got basically 1/7 of the trading value. So this stock wasn't really doing much today. So that's why it didn't go up much or didn't go down much. It stayed within the tight range because you didn't really have that much trading action in this stock, which could be good, could be bad. I don't know. That's more of an interpretation. I don't own this stock. I don't hold this stock right now. I'm just in it for the free share. And it's important to note that 7 million shares is really not bad for a company with a market cap of 2.719 billion. So that's a real healthy market cap, but that means it's also very small. Like I said, 2 billion is small. In the world of stock, is a small cap stock, or it's maybe even micro, because billions aren't what they used to be, especially when you're talking about a company's worth. So this is only worth 2 billion. You contrast and compare that to an Apple, which is worth trillion. I haven't looked at it lately, but it's definitely worth. It has $1 trillion market cap. So Apple is the largest stock in the U.S. and possibly the largest publicly traded stock in the world right now. So this is a real small company compared to Apple, and they're in completely different businesses. But it just shows you, the difference between these two companies and how much money they're making. And when you compare them on a business to business level, they both sell products. Apple actually manufactures products and its technology. So it's not apples to apples, but when you look at the company and say one's worth 1 trillion, almost 2 trillion or whatever, and then one's worth 1 to 2 billion, that's a big difference. This stock has a beta of 1.86, and when you got a beta that it's over 1, that means that this stock is generally more volatile than the stock market or the benchmark that you compare it to. And generally, when we talk about a beta, the benchmark that we are comparing it to would be the S&P 500. However, it could be the Russell 2000 or the Dow Jones, but the beta is a ratio, which tells you how volatile the stock is in comparison. So that 1.86 tells you that when the stock market goes up, it generally moves, accordingly in either direction, negative or positive, very sharply with the up market or the down market. So we want to keep that in mind. You got the PE ratio, the earnings per share. I'm not going to get into that because I don't remember those definitions off the top of my head to really go into without making a fool of myself on live. So we're not going to do that. This company has an earnings date of September 29th, 2020. We're in August, so so the earnings date after that will be October 4th, 2021. Actually, that's October, September, that's about 2-month span. So maybe they just report between those two time periods. Looking at Yahoo Finance, I generally don't use Yahoo Finance to do this look, so I'm not exactly sure what that means, and I'm not familiar with this stock, so I can't really quantify why they have 2 dates there. Maybe that's a time span where they are generally announce their earnings between the week of September 29th and October 4th, somewhere within that time period. So the stock was ex-dividend March 12th, 2020, so it looks like they're not paying a dividend no more. Don't quote me on that. I'm not an expert on this stock, but when you see something like that with such a outdated date, it means that either Yahoo hasn't updated their information, or it means the stock hasn't, the company hasn't issued a new share dividend for their stock yet, or they have discontinued their dividends. So that's always good to watch.